Well, we've come down to the beach here at Mers-les-Bains, and it's lovely, really quite upmarket little town with some beautiful streets here. And let me show you some of these buildings, and the sea is clear blue. A little bit misty this morning. Here we are, there's a lighthouse over there in the murk, but it's these buildings here that we've come to see. They're stunning. Beautiful, colourful facades, the old French style architecture, and they stretch all the way along. There's some more modern stuff further down, and at the other end there's the cliffs. We'll go and see those in a little while. So next week is the anniversary of the 80th year since VE Day. That's VE Victory Europe, and they're flying the flags already. Wonderful to see. Lots of history around this part of Normandy. So there's a fun fair over there this weekend, and so it's a little bit misty, so the sun's not quite broken through. That is Trayport.
Là, aujourd'hui, par rapport à hier, le vent est un petit peu plus froid, donc le verre refroidit un petit peu plus vite. Qu'est-ce que la piqûre? La piqûre, c'est la partie dans les bouteilles que vous voyez qui rentre à l'intérieur, c'est ça.
Well, we've come to the other end of the promenade now. There's a lovely little display here for Easter, and the cliffs behind. Now we're just going to go to the edge and see if we can see over towards the cliffs. So we're at the far end of the promenade now, and there's a bunker here, German bunker left over from the war by the looks of things, and then this beautiful white cliff. And Sue just said it reminds you that this was probably joined to the south coast of England at some point. And a lovely beach. There's no dogs allowed in this little bit, so we're going to go in. Sue's going to wait outside. It's a memorial garden. Looks like there's some various things happening in this garden. Lots of motorbikes about, so forgive me for the motorbikes. But this is a lovely little area in the centre. They've got a little fire burning in the middle here. Let me show you that. That looks amazing. It's in memory of the children of this town. The flag is flying too. It's a lovely little town. It's a Sunday, so there's lots of tourists and lots of travellers coming in on their motorbikes. We had a few earlier. But, what a fabulous place in the centre of the town. And lots of information boards around it of various people. All written in French, of course. And they're all the way around. And named people. And also a stone and a sculpture in memory of the Canadian. The French Canadians, no doubt. Well, we've made it to our next camping place, and it's very different to the place that we had at lunchtime, which was green and lush and very, very quiet. We're at the noisiest camp I think we've been for a while. Here the roads that are elevated around us, and also the port, which is quite industrial. But we like to be different and we like to mix it up a bit. So let's go and have a quick look at this Aire, which is at the port in Rouen in France. And these are the electric gates, which you have a key tag for. As you arrive, the reception and the toilets and showers are on the right hand side, which again you need a tag for. This area is just parking, and no idea why Mario was on top of the car there. Obviously something going on. But the marina is just over here. I'll walk you over to the water. Just in front of us here is where the motorhome service point is. There's water on the left there, and a drop point, and also a chemical waste point. You've got the slipway, which you see in a marina all the time, and then down here. It's very pretty at night, so I understand. So we'll see if we can get a sunset or two, hopefully. You can walk all the way along here, and there's some benches as well. As you can see, there's roads up on between the trees there, elevated road and buildings and so on, so you hear the traffic noise all the time. And there's recycling just here. All fence behind the fence. There's all sorts of bins, glass recycling and so on. There's lots of boats down here. We've seen people in and out of here. Their parking is down here. So we're sharing the marina with the boaty people. And that seems to be fine. And here's Smurf just here. We're on the back row. We've got up fairly early this morning, and we've come into Rouen city, walked along the river for about, I would say about 20 to 30 minutes, and the sun's quite warm, so we had to pick and choose our route because we needed shade from the trees. Sue's taking some pictures here. There's some lovely, lovely buildings just around it. Yeah, Sue says she often misses the top of the building as well. You're not got much space here, so you have to pan up a bit. And the buildings, the timber-clad buildings here, mixed with the modern. And then the main door of the cathedral is just this side. Yeah, quite impressive. And it's even better without the van in the way. Part of an old historic wall here. And teddy bears. So we've just gone inside to see if we can go in and have a look and take some pictures.
Côté de l'arche,
Vous arrivez à quelle heure? C'est pas grave. Vous arrivez à quelle heure?
So, it's a beautiful bright morning.
Please
We're
drive to highlighted route.
just about to head off to the coast and find somewhere a little bit cooler. But this place was brilliant. Just a little bit noisy, wasn't it, Sue? But and the grey waste is not working this morning. Apparently it needs pumping out, so they're getting that done today. But we'll take it with us. We're moving on. It was just over £25 for 2 nights, wasn't it, Sue? So with showers and toilets, and they're pretty good, really, weren't they?
Well, it's walking distance into the city, and that.
Yeah, it's a good walk, and I would say you need to make sure that you take water and cover up if it's hot. There's some lovely bars along the river that you can stop at and along the way, but fabulous place. Industrial, but very different to what we've seen before.
And
So,
we found it easily on going by the D roads, didn't we? Coming in the back.
yeah, we came
Go through the city.
via the slow road.
Got straight here, didn't we?
Yeah. It's quite a popular little spot here, isn't it?
It's best to get here if you can in the morning between 9 and 12,
Yeah,
because it gets full quite quickly.
yeah, and they close the office
though
until 3, don't they?
Even though we emailed them, they said, "Oh yes, you can just come."
Yeah,
There's only 3 spots when we got here at 3 o'clock, because they shut
yeah,
at 12 and open at 2:30.
That's
so
right.
we just managed to get a
Yeah.
place, didn't we?
yeah. So we're moving on, and we'll see you at the next destination. We're back at the coast. Where are we today?
Arromanches.
Arromanches?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put
that
the
how
name
you
on the
say
screen. This is where the World War II D-Day landings were. We came here 2 years ago to this very Aire and just stayed for the day. But here we're going to do an overnight. It's €11. There's no electric, there's no facilities, so there's bins and water and waste dump. But that's all. And we're now going to walk across the field, down the hill to the beach.
We came a different way this time. That's part of the finder, weren't it?
It was a bit more
And
difficult.
there's another Aire that you can pay on that's got electric, and
Yeah.
we did eventually find it, but we decided we'd park here because got a better view.
Yeah, it's
And that
less
was down quite a
congested.
steep embankment, weren't it?
Yeah, so we're going to just one night here, and then we'll head off further west. But time's getting on, and I want to get down the hill to the beach. No idea what the tide's doing, but hopefully we can get on the beach. Yeah. Okay. So this is the Aire here. As you can see, the bins over there as well, and Smurf's just here, third on the left, just sticking his nose out behind these other two little campers. And we've got a view of the sea, and out there is all the pontoons that were erected
Used to float.
yeah, and they're all out there now,
Remains of them.
abandoned really. Remains of the landings. I don't think you can quite pick that up, but they're there. And the sea is fairly flat today. Some of the landing pontoons here. Because it comes to naturally. And we took pictures of these fellas last time we were here. Metal sculptures. And the guy up here is just doing a little paint job on them. He's spraying them silver again, which is great. He's just checking he hasn't missed anything. And here's the path down to the main town. So you can see the beaches down there. Looks like the tide's fairly well up, so we may not be able to get down to some of the old pontoons, but we could always come back later. And another one, crucifix here on the walk. It's a beautiful day. Quite like these little benches. They don't want you to sit on them though, but they've got all the information about this place. Some more over here.
We've got different stories. It was Alan Turing.
Hmm.
He was the one that invented the Enigma machine.
How was he? Alan Turing?
He died, didn't he? They didn't know whether that was a experiment that he did and accidentally died.
Oh,
Wasn't it something to do with an apple?
I have no idea.
Poisoning from arsenic.
Some nice gardens here. Which this is all new. This is the new. It's only been open 2 years. The new museum that's based here. Quite a modern building, and you've got to love it or hate it, really, haven't you? Look at it. And shops. And this was crowded with jeeps and all sorts. It will be in June, a couple of months' time. It will be the 80th anniversary of VE Day, and this will be rammed. Been through the museum, haven't we?
Yeah, it's really good. The Mulberry Harbours was the most interesting bit, weren't it?
I thought it was. The way they
Fascinating.
constructed it and transported it to
real
here.
Ingenious. Wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And there was lots of stories of, you know, the leaders and how people, everything was kept secret. People didn't know what was going on until the very last day.
You get a headset and a hand thing. What do you call it?
Headphones and a little controller, wasn't it? A little like an iPhone, really.
And we're on the rooftop.
We're now on the rooftop. Yeah, they've opened the rooftop because it's such a beautiful day.
We'll show you round.
We'll just wander across the other side. We're on the town side at the moment with the buildings behind us.
Everyone see.
All right, I'll show them. So the buildings are down in the street here. They don't let you go right near the edge, of course. But we can see over the square here with the flags flying, and we're going to go down there and have a little beverage. We're feeling quite parched, so we'll go down there in just a moment. But you can see the tide is now going out, and there's one of the landing craft just there, and the harbour was all around out to sea. I don't quite know whether the camera will pick it up that far out. Let's go to the front and see what we can see. So I'll do a pan around. You can see some of that. So here's the front of the museum and the square. Often there are processions and things going on, the flags flying, and the little streets, all beautifully kept. And we're going to go and find out. Oh, we might go in Sergeant Willie's. That sounds quite nice. Let's go in there. Well, Sergeant Willie's is closed, the bar is closed, so only get snacks there, so we wanted a cold drink. Fancy a beer? Well, Trev wanted a beer, so we're going in here.